Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky here from Most Valuable Podcast, here to give you our little bit late this week, but we're getting it up there, NFL Power Rankings for week number 3. If you're new to the Power Rankings here at MVP, how we do it is myself and Mark Weber, host of the Onside Kick, go ahead and put together our own Power Rankings list. We assort numbers to each team. So, for example, if my Vikings were number 1, they would get 32 points. If my Vikings were number 32, like they were last week in my rankings, they would get 1 point. So, kind of right down the list, 32 all the way down to 1 for last place. And then what we do is we take them together, we add the numbers, and boom, the MVP NFL Power Rankings are born. This is our second one of the year, so let's get right into it. The first 5 at 32, the last place team in the NFL in our power rankings, the Philadelphia Eagles. Then at 31, the New Orleans Saints. Number 30, the Chicago Bears. Then we got number 29, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And at actually, this is going to be 24 because they're in a 5-team tie in points. Yeah, 5-team tie. The Detroit Lions. So in this first group of 5 teams, I mean, the Buccaneers higher on my rankings than they were in Mark's, dead last for Mark. Yeah, I'm going to throw Mark under the bus there. Dead last. I gave the Bucs a little bit more credit, beating the New Orleans Saints. Everyone thought the Saints were going to walk all over them. The Eagles, to me, are the worst team in the NFL. I mean, they're a laugh stock. The Saints get no respect for losing to the Buccaneers like they did. The Bears and the Lions, what you going to do? Vikings and Cardinals played better games. So let's get into the next 5. And this is going to, like I said, 4 other teams tied for number 24 with the Detroit Lions. And those teams from bottom to top, the Miami Dolphins, the Jacksonville Jaguars, my Minnesota Vikings, the Oakland Raiders, and then at 23, the New York Giants. And with this next group, you have the Dolphins lose, Jaguars win, Vikings get a win over the Lions, but I mean, it's the Lions. So, I mean, I gave them a little bit of a bigger boost than I did last week. They weren't dead last in my personal rankings, but yeah, I mean, beat a better team and you'll go up. The Raiders, wow, no one had them beating Baltimore. A lot of eliminator pools lost this week. And then the Giants, to me, another laugh show. I mean, the NFC least is NFC least is a laugh show to me. Giants, Mark rated them higher than me. They end up at number 23. Come on, 0-2. Can they get their first win against the Redskins this week? I don't know. So let's go to the next 5 teams. At number 22, the Indianapolis Colts. Number 21, the Houston Texans. Number 19, tied for 19, the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. And then at number 18, actually tied for 17, the Baltimore Ravens. And with this group of 5, like I said, I'm surprised that if I was viewing these, I'd be surprised that the Ravens were so high. I had them low. I mean, come on, you lost to the Raiders. Ravens shouldn't be this high on our rankings, but like I said, Mark weighted them a little bit higher than I did. Browns, great win. I'm going to say great win over Mariota and the Titans. Guys like me were ready to crown Mariota's ass, as Mark would say, after his week 1 performance. Then you got the Colts and the Texans. Colts, laugh stock on Monday night, losing to the Jets. Jets are a good team, though. Don't get me wrong. Then you got the Texans losing to the Carolina Panthers. 49ers just didn't stand a chance against the Steelers, kind of right here in the middle. Then the next 5, that other team tied with the Ravens for 17. We got the Washington Redskins. Then at 16, the Tennessee Titans. Number 15, the St. Louis Rams. 14, the New York Jets. And number 13, the Dallas Cowboys. And to me, the Cowboys are going to be interesting moving forward. I had them high on my rankings only because, I mean, Romo did play most of the game. They got the win. Yeah, it was by 10 points, but they got the win. The Jets, to me, were a surprise. They had a huge boost. Great win for them on Monday night. The Rams, how do you lose to the Redskins? They should be lower than they are. Titans, I said great win for the Browns, but you lose to the Browns, and usually I'd say, wow, you shouldn't have lost to the Browns, but it's the Titans. Everyone expected them to be not so great this season with a rookie quarterback. Then you got the Redskins. I mean, come on. The Rams are rated higher than you, and you beat them. Blame Mark Webber, people. DC Nation, blame Mark Webber for that. The next 5. Number 12, the Kansas City Chiefs. Tied for 10 on our list, the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Number 9, the San Diego Chargers. And at number 8, the Seattle Seahawks. And I know what some of you are thinking. Ricky, how are the Seahawks a top 10 team after starting 0-2? They lost to the Rams. They lost to the Packers this past week. They lost to good teams. Let's put it that way. I still can't drop them too low because, I mean, that Packer game, they weren't out of it until the very end. They were still, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, I believe that the Seahawks still have a chance to win this game kind of a thing. They were never blown out in that game. Obviously, the week 1 game went to overtime. The Falcons, to me, have been an impressive team thus far this year, getting 2 wins. And, hey, they're living up to my NFC South divisional title pick from the preseason. The Chiefs, how do you... Jamal Charles, come on, man. Like, tape the ball to your hand so you don't fumble it. He's on my fantasy team, so a little bit of gripe there. And then the Panthers getting a solid win, going up this week against the Saints. Opportunity to go 3-0 and higher in these power rankings. So the last group of 5 before we get to the top 2 dogs. At number 7, the Buffalo Bills. Number 6, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tied for number 4 on our power rankings, the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. And then at number 3, the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals, to me, were an interesting team in this power rankings because how high do you put them? Yeah, they played the Bears. You played the Bears. I mean, anyone can beat the Bears right now, especially if Jay Cutler's not playing. Bengals with a solid win over the Chargers. Broncos, I'm going to say impressive win over a divisional foe in Kansas City. Steelers looked good this week. Buffalo looked good in a loss. These are all teams that we can, I'm going to say, continually see in the top 10 of power rankings moving forward. And then the top 2 teams, I mean, was anyone else surprised? At number 2, the Cheeseheads of Wisconsin. And then number 1, the New England Deflatriots. Or the Patriots. I'm sorry. A little faux pas on me. But, yeah, these are the 2 best teams. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked great on Sunday night. Tom Brady has looked amazing since getting no games on the suspension front from his Deflategate fiasco. These are the top 2 teams. And honestly, right now, these are the teams that I would even project right now to be the Super Bowl teams this year. And I mean, come on, I was totally off the Packer bandwagon when Jordy Nelson got injured, but hey, they're looking good without him. They got James Jones. They've got Eddie Lacy. Yeah, he got injured last week, but he should be back in week 3. And then the Patriots, like I said, they're just too good right now. They're playing like the team that may go 16-0 into the playoffs like they did in 2007. So that's going to do it for our Week 3 power rankings in the NFL. Go ahead and tell us down below in the comment section what you thought of our power rankings. Who was too high? Who was too low? Who should be where? Let us know down below in the comment section. Also, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. You can go ahead, follow me on Twitter at Ricky Widmer. You can follow Most Valuable Podcast at Most Valuable Pod. I want to thank you guys for checking out this video today, and as always, have a good day, everybody. Hey guys, like the video? Then hit that subscribe button. But if you liked it even more, you should check out our Patreon page. We have a lot of different rewards and goals for those of you who would love to support us. So make sure to click that link down in the description to check out those pretty kick-ass rewards.